So Steve Albini is one of the greatest recording engineers to ever do it. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a lot of the lessons that he preached in his production style has kind of been forgotten about in today's music production environment. You've of course heard him on Nirvana's In Utero, the Pixies, Surfer Rosa, his own band Shellac, and an endless amount of underground artists. See, Steve was very keen on capturing sounds in an almost documentarian sort of fashion. His goal is not to enhance, embellish, or make things sound better than they already were in the room. His goal was to capture the sound of what was in front of him. And that translated to some very specific miking techniques. He would place overheads over the shoulders of the drummer. That way the drums sounded like what the drummer was hearing. He would achieve a more natural guitar tone by taking the microphone and placing it center of speaker still, but about 10-15 inches away from the guitar cab rather than pressed right up against it. This changed what we call the proximity effect. I think it's really close, like we know from like voiceover. You get an increased amount of low end and it really isn't accurate to how we sound as people. This doesn't sound like me, but this does sound like me. Steve was really big on doing as much as you can with mic position and almost never touching an EQ. If he needed more attack from a kick drum, well, let's put a microphone next to the beater to get the immediacy of that pedal, rather than just raising the top end on an EQ. Get good source material at all costs. This idea of embracing bleed and getting sounds directly at the source and representing them accurately when they get into the computer or the tape, not really the same way that we think today. We think in terms of what we can do in post-production, and Steve didn't really do that.